Give it up for Kevin Israel.
Yes, keep it going for Angelo putting this together for us in the showroom. I'm playing in front of a movie screen. That's weird. How we doing, guys? Everyone doing good? Yeah? Nice. Thanks for coming out. This is all a sober room. Nobody's sneaking. What's in there? Nothing? But yeah, good. Pass it around. Everybody's gonna get a sip of that. So my name's Kevin Israel. I'm Jewish. That's the response I like. Just that silence. Yeah, thanks. Too late now. Interesting thing was the family name wasn't originally Israel. My family name was originally Israelovich. And when my great-grandfather came here right before World War II, he was at Ellis Island filling out the little book. He decided to make the name less Jewish. So he changed it to Israel. I would imagine right around May of 1948, he looked at the newspaper and was like, fuck, they're all gonna know. Trying to Jew down your name by changing to Israel is like farting and trying to cover up the smell by shitting your pants. Any other Jews in here? Yeah. Anybody? Yes. One, good. Two, fantastic. Sitting as far, we don't like to sit together. We don't group together. We sit. You were late too. You're like, I'm gonna see if anybody else admits to it, and then I'll raise my hand half-heartedly, like the Jew I am. All right, you got me. So you're Jew? Are you what? Husband and wife? You're not. What did you think was going to happen when you're sitting right up my dick? I mean, of course I'm going to end up talking to you. This is how this goes. I'm not going to talk to them back there. There's a laser in my face. I'm used to this though. I grew up in a town where I was the only Jewish kid, and I became like the token Jew. When you're in around 3rd grade, the teacher got to the front of class and was like, "Class, quiet down, because she had a microphone." And she's like, "Tonight is a very special night. Tonight is the first night of Hanukkah. And we're going to have our little Jewish friend, Kevin Israel, come up and tell us just a little something about Hanukkah." And I'm in the back of class with my He-Man lunchbox going, "Hanukkah? What the fuck do I know about Hanukkah?" So I figured I'd just make some shit up. So I got up to the front of class and I was like, "Hanukkah is a very special holiday to us Jews. It's a celebration of when Santa Claus kicked Hanukkah Harry out of Egypt. And for 40 years, the Jews strode across the desert until they came across a burning bush, which told them to go burn every damn Christmas tree out there, and your stockings, and your reindeer, your Santa Claus, and your holiday's so much better than mine. 8 days of fun, my ass. I get pencils and socks." It was real tough, though, because the school was all white. So one year, the teacher got to the front of class and was like, "Class, quiet down. Tonight's the first night of Kwanzaa. And little Kevin Israel's gonna come up and tell something about Kwanzaa." I was like, "But I'm not black." She's like, "Shut up, it doesn't matter. Get ready next week for Ramadan. I'm sick of this shit." It's tough growing up Jewish though, and I'm gonna say this on behalf of all the Jews, to all of you non-Jews, you guys win. Congratulations, you win. Your holidays beat everything we got. Why? Because you're marketing geniuses with your holidays. If something's not fun, you just make some crazy shit up and sell it. I don't know, Easter's not doing too well. What do you got? What about a rabbit that shits colored eggs? You guys have to turn everything into a party. Everything has to be fun. Oh, a baby's born. What are we going to do? We're going to take him to church and dribble a little water on his head and then go have a party. Whee! You know what we do when a baby's born? Apparently you do. Have you ever been to a bris before? Have you ever been to a bris? Yeah? It's sick, right? All the men stand in the back of the room like this. Nope, nope, And all the women get up front as close as possible going, "Cut it, cut it." And then the rabbi gets up and he always says the same thing. "Now, the baby's gonna scream a little bit, but it's just because it's cold and wet." What? Apparently this guy's never been kicked in the dick before. Cold and wet. Married couples in here? Anybody married? Married. Yeah? Oh, that's it. Really? We're all just a bunch of fucking single people, huh? You guys aren't married? Yeah. You are married. Well, that would have been a good time to respond and not leave the Jew up front just flailing like, "Was this a single show and Angelo didn't tell me?" Well, now I'm going to talk to you guys. How long have you been married for?
30 years.
30 years? No shit. Give it up for 30 years. Good for you. He's turning around to check. Yeah, all right, I believe it. He's been 30 years. You guys aren't married, though. There's some shady shit going on here. I want to know about it. You look so uncomfortable right now. Leave me alone. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you keep talking to me. That's what's gonna happen. How about that? You move on to the fucking couple back there. So, sir, what's the secret to 30 years of marriage? Nothing, just silence. Just, I don't say shit, and she just looks at me and judges. Do you remember how he proposed to you? You don't remember how he proposed to you? That's really fucked up. All right, leave the poor lady alone. I'm allowed to make fun of her. You guys just sit quietly and judge, walk out. When you guys get to your car, you can be like, can you believe that woman did not know? You really didn't know? All right. That's cool, though, 30 years. My parents have been married for 55 years. Yeah, thanks. I like that. Like, some people are like, do you clap for that? That sounds like purgatory. They hate each other. I don't think they ever liked each other. My dad has now become a narcoleptic. He can fall asleep anywhere, anytime, doing anything. He comes home from work, sits down in his chair, and it's just... And the sight of my father asleep causes some chemical reaction in my mother's brain that makes her go completely insane. She gets right up into his face and starts going, Sid, 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 you're asleep. Sid, 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 you're asleep. Sid, Sid, Sid. I'm like, Mom, holy shit, relax. He's tired, he worked all day, he's taking a nap. She's like, oh no, because if he's asleep, he's happy. Oh, that's very sweet, Mom. My mom's crazy. I had a cold a few weeks ago. I called my mom. Mom's like, oh, you're not feeling very well? Well, did you take your temperature? I was like, do we do that anymore? I thought that was just a way to find out if a kid was lying. Remember that when you were a kid? You're always rooting for 100? I used to hold the thermometer down by the heating vent. My mom would be like, you must be sick. It says you have 137. It's malaria. But my mom had to be like Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, and do it the most accurate way possible. Yeah, it was like prison rape in my house when you had a cold. So I finally go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, well, we should probably take your temperature. I was like, the fuck you will, it's my throat. He's like, you know, we can do it orally now. I was like, really? Mom, do you know they can do it orally now? She goes, maybe that's what they say, but it's not nearly as accurate. I was like, you know, Mom, I'm gonna take my chances. Nothing needs to be that accurate. There's shit on a space shuttle that's not that accurate. That's great, though, 30 years. Anybody dating? You'd be like, just dating? Yeah? All right, thanks. You guys are just, listen, it's all right. You're all never going to see each other again. Promise. I'm not going to judge, except her. We'll judge her silently in the privacy of our own homes. How long have you guys been together?
Forever.
Forever, yeah.
You guys are the weirdest bunch of people I've ever met. You don't know when you got proposed. You don't know. Wait, forever. You're not even that old. Like, you can't be forever. What are you guys in your mid-20s? Forever. Yeah, that's forever. 30 years forever. You guys have been fucking for a few years. Like, it's different. So how long? Okay, let's put a time frame on here.
Like 3 months.
Am I going crazy? Am I the crazy one here? Everybody just shit their pants just now. They all, suddenly she seems all right. You've been together for 3 months and that's forever?
No, he told me it was not the asshole. It's like a joke.
So which is the joke? 3 months or forever?
Forever.
Oh, all right. So 3 months, that's cool though. How'd you guys meet?
My sister was friends with him.
That's weird.
At a party. It was kind of weird.
Older sister or younger sister?
Older.
Why do I care? This is so weird. I don't care. You didn't do the online dating thing? Anybody here ever try the online dating thing? Yeah, you did it? It sucks, right? It's just miserable. What sites did you guys use?
POF.
Have plenty of you because you're cheap. It's free. It's great. And that's you get what you pay for. Yeah, all right. What did you use? You used plenty, yes, because we're all cheap. We're like, fucking Match.com. If you had never tried online dating, this is what online dating is like. Online dating is like eating at Denny's. Nobody ever plans on eating at Denny's. You just end up there after a series of bad decisions. And then you walk in and you look around and you go, oh my God, I'm so much better than all of these people. But you sit down and you open up the menu and you look at it and you go, wow, this all looks awesome. I'd order any of this. And then you order something and you bring it over and you're like, what the fuck is this? She said she was 26. Online dating's tough. It's tough, right? But you guys met the norm. So you did that and then you actually met somebody through human contact as opposed to, that's nice. That's nice. That's when it's new and exciting. Like 3 months that you're learning about each other, just figuring each other out. You know, she's probably still trying to figure out, does he have a good job? And he's just trying to get laid. She's trying to figure out, you know, is he close with his mother? And he's really just trying to get laid. She's trying to figure out, is this going somewhere? And he's trying to figure out, is she psycho? And if so, am I still gonna get laid? I was dating one girl for about 3 weeks, and I finally got her back to my house, and we're sitting on my bed, and it was that moment where her clothes were gonna come off. And suddenly she looks at me and she goes, hey, could you turn out the lights? I was like, turn out the lights? I just invested 3 weeks of my life into seeing your tits, I ain't turning shit out. And if I did, the camera wouldn't pick it up. I'm a dog owner. Any dog owners here? Any dogs? Yeah? What kind of dogs you got back?
Golden Doodle.
Golden Doodle. That's a fucking gay dog. You have a mutt, and you just paid a lot for it.
I didn't pay that much.
What's the, he's like, I didn't pay that much. I got him for a reasonable price. What's the dog's name?
Leo.
Leo? That's a good name. Anybody got one of those little yappy dogs? No? What do you have?
Puerto Rican.
That's the guy who does your lawn, sir. That's not a dog. Your cat's been like, no, that's a dog, don't worry. Pablo, come here. He's a Puerto Rican what?
He's a mine. He's from Puerto Rico, though.
This is definitely the weirdest audience ever. What's his name?
Buddy.
Buddy? That's cool. Buddy the Puerto Rican. That's cool. It's fucking weird. I don't like it when people name dogs people names. I used to work with a guy who had a golden retriever named Steve. Except he never told anybody that Steve was a dog. So one day he came to work and he's like, dude, I woke up this morning and Steve shit all over my house. I was like, sounds like your roommate has a drinking problem. Hey, you guys have been awesome. My name's Kevin Israel.